You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is your steady thing, go meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is your steady thing, go meet your football need. Your football need. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. Sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. Your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our show for today. With me, I have Ari Baba. Say hi to the camera or to the people.
Hey.
And then Rinze is an Arsenal fan. And then Yemi, Manchester United fan. 1 point as good as 3 points to our United people today. Anyway, before we jump in, let me just do housekeeping issues. All right. YouTube, if you're not following us, please follow us at Footy Fantasy on Twitter, at Footy@Fantasy on Instagram, at Fantasy Footy. And as always, shout out to our music producer, SJ Music, who is also a United fan. And if I see his comment here, I will not show it. Just know, I'm not showing any Soji comments. You have heard it here. Okay. We're just gonna go. We're gonna have it's gonna be quick today. There's no need for any long discussion. Manchester United, Arsenal. We'll start with the home team. Yemi, tell us what you thought about the game today. Where do you go?
We lost Yemi.
Yeah, he'll come back out. All right, Irene said, let's go. Show must go on.
What did I think about the game?
Yeah.
What do I think about the last three games? I feel like it went in a similar pattern, right? Like we have a lot of the ball. We're doing all the things that you would think we're supposed to do, but then the final third is where it goes to die. And I feel like, when United scored that goal, I actually didn't see the goal live. Like I had tuned away for something. And then I looked back and I just saw Bruno Fernandes celebrating, and I was like, what's going on? But the second half, we dominated the second half, and it's kind of a hard one because we easily could have found a way to win that game, but also we could have lost that game as well. I mean, David Raya made some serious saves at the end that I was like, oof, man. And then there was a couple of misses. I think Trossard had a miss. There was a couple of near misses too that we could have won the game. So all in all, 1-1 is fair overall. But again, similar pattern to how Arsenal has been playing the last 3-4 games. After the whole Mourinho is a striker thing with Leicester, I think everybody is like, okay, no, we need to mark this guy. So now he's no longer effective. so it's not like 0-0, 1-1, or we lose by a narrow margin. The games have just become so narrow with Arsenal. So yeah.
Okay. Yemi, before you go, I'm going to take this comment from Ayo. I think he's trolling. Arsenal's best team in 20 years survived United's worst team in 20 years. Because obviously it's not Arsenal's best team in 20 years.
You guys celebrating 1-1 at home.
I know. Let's calm down.
Come on.
Immediately calm down. Because Arsenal's best team beat you guys a lot of times over the last 2 seasons. All right. All right, Yemi, let's go.
Yes, man. It was a game that we should have won, in my opinion. I think we should have won the game like 3-4-1. Bruno's chance at the end, there are some chances there that I felt like we should have won. Man, Raya really kept you guys in the game at times when I felt like you guys should have considered. There are 2 saves he made that even me, I jumped out. I was like, yeah, this guy. I hope you lay hands on Onana. So maybe Onana can have a better performance. Yeah, but man, it was a game. You guys dominated possession, 70-something% possession, but I think we created the better chances, in my opinion. And yeah, it was a game that I really wish we won, but I think we're sitting quite comfortably in the 14th or this 15th.
14th now.
14th or 15th position. There's nothing really to be. Man, I'm almost numb now to whatever happened to Manchester United, man. I'm just waiting till next season. And I thank God that we're not getting relegated at the very least. So,
right.
Yes, there's something to look forward to next season. Arsenal, on the other hand, How many years will you guys be quarter to win trophy? You guys are always 3 minutes to win trophy, 3 minutes to win trophy, 3 minutes to win trophy. I mean, this is you people's year, man. You are not making it a competition for Liverpool at
I
all.
mean, it was supposed to be, because I feel like when everybody says this, I'm like, we have been 8 points from Liverpool since November. Like, it's just that everybody believes the gap can, because we've been 8 points behind Liverpool since November. So, and again, we need to remember the circumstances that got us to 8 points behind Liverpool. So,
What circumstances? Excuse me, I'm sorry.
yes.
I'm raising my hand. Slot just got there this season. You people have had
Oh,
your team since
right,
Slot.
right.
This same team was fifth or something last season, right? This
Yeah.
same team.
No. They finished third. Let's not.
Like,
And
why we acting like they finished?
they
Third.
were
And
in,
you
they
people
were in
finish
the
what?
title
And you
race.
people finish what? You people
Finished
finish
second.
what?
But guess
Second.
what they did? Liverpool
Mhm.
was 5 points clear of us last season too.
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah.
were 5 points clear in January, February. Like,
And they are still 5 points clear.
no,
Under a new coach.
they're 15
New
points
coach.
clear.
New
Look.
coach.
No, but I mean, look, let's not act like new coaches don't come in and bring some. Conte came in with
He won the
Chelsea
league in his first season.
right? It happens, and look, if you have a
Amorim
very
came in
solid,
for Manchester United. We are 14th, bro.
no, am I wrong? That's what we like to call it.
Well, let's explain it to you. Amarum in Igbo means I don't know.
I don't know.
So Amarum,
No. Say that again. Amario means I don't know.
Amarum in Igbo means I
Amarum.
don't know.
I don't know.
So basically, we're calling your coach someone who don't know what he's
You
doing.
don't know what to.
I
No,
thought we
but
were
see,
getting a break
look.
from Ten Hag. Now we are just, now we're in the dumpster.
Look, I said I can't remember who I was telling this to yesterday. One of my friends, he's a Liverpool fan. I said, you know what? After all the years that Liverpool suffered under Man City, hey, look, I'll raise my hand up and say, you know what? Hey, look, if this is you guys' title, this is your year, enjoy. So it is what it is. And all the wuru that happened at the beginning of the season, let's just forget about that one. And then the amount of injuries, well, let's not revisit those things.
Yeah, you guys will say we're complaining.
Arsenal people, man. You Arsenal, you must. It's like the world against you people. All the rest.
It's not the world against us. It's not the world against us.
These are facts.
It's things that happen to us in those games. I'm not saying the world is against us. I'm saying that we were repped horribly and we dropped points because
Everybody has been reffed horribly. We've been reffed horribly too.
Who else?
Raising up my hand.
Which other team has gotten a red card for kicking the ball? Not even like kicking it,
the ball.
just touching the ball.
Cheating.
Please tell me what team has
I
gotten
didn't
a red card.
support that red card though. I didn't support
We
that.
got 2 red cards for that.
Yep.
I didn't support. But man, you people, no. In all the duration of the games, where you are at is where you are. You don't find me raising up my hand saying that, man, we should be 6th or 7th. Dude,
No, we have 6 points. Then you're right that where we're at is where we're at.
No,
Like,
it's already
at this
if we
point
have
in
those 6
time,
points, we're still gonna be second. I'm just saying that we're not supposed to be 15 points behind Liverpool.
no. This was what we've been hearing. Hey, man, come next season, man. Ateta is at the wheel. They'll challenge for the title. We just need City to just drop.
Yes.
City need to drop. Man, if it wasn't for Pep Guardiola, Ateta would have won 3 titles in a row, all those type of things. Come on now, there's no Pep now. Pep, what is Pep? 4th or 5th?
4th.
4th. You are what? 2nd. There's no Pep. There's no City.
Yeah. So
What's
we
going
dropped too. Like, the thing I wonder about people is like, okay, we dropped. What? Like, we dropped points. Like, we're tired.
This was your season. This was your season to win.
No.
It's not guaranteed, but you guys
have been your season to win.
You have to play. Look, this is the thing about the league.
You
Right?
have to play the games.
You have to play the game. There's 38 games to play, and anything can happen from injuries, from a surprise team. Like, yes, people, I think when I look at this season, maybe underrating Liverpool was a mistake because everybody just said it's City, Arsenal. But Liverpool last season were in the league title up until the last like 10 games, right? Or so. That's when they kind of fell off. But they were in the league title. They were top of this league for a long time. So the same team with a new voice, I mean, expecting them not to compete was probably a little bit naive.
And let's be fair.
Nobody is not expecting.
Outside his mind.
Who?
He's playing outside Salah. Like,
he's not the only one that's been playing outside.
95% of their outlet.
Okay, now listen. Let me help you out, guys, with this. Gravenberch last season, nobody expected much from him.
Right.
Nobody knew this Gravenberch was going to do anything.
Yes.
Curtis Jones was a guy that they put a lot of hopes on. He hasn't really played that much. Yes, I give you.
Right.
Salah is Salahing right now.
Yeah,
That guy does not. I think the mentality and this guy in the beginning of the season said, "I want to win the league,"
and that's good.
and that's
okay.
good.
Let's
So-
go back to 22-23 when Arsenal broke out. Like, I feel like there are undertones of these expectations that weren't existing before 2 years ago. So we developed these expectations. It's not working out. We have some injuries. We have some poor referee decisions. I feel like Saka hasn't played since January. Other didn't play for the last. Like, there's so many factors here that I'm like.
Everybody has injuries.
Right.
Thierry said it. Your legend. Thierry Henry said, keeping your players fit is also part of winning the league.
Yes, but they're not fit. So how can you expect to win?
Yeah.
No, it's part of it now.
No.
And then Carragher asked him like that. So why? He said, you need to go and ask Arteta that. So you guys, look, even Thierry Henry himself is saying,
I feel like
there's no Man City, but yet.
Can I just say something? So I agree with Thierry. I agree with Thierry Henry 100%. Keeping the team fit is part of the manager's
It's part
job.
of your job.
And honestly, this is another growth opportunity for Arteta, right? Look,
how many years?
everybody, hold on. You guys forget that this is Arteta's first.
It's like I'm asking my 6-year-old child to keep
No.
breastfeeding and drinking milk.
no.
Let me look. Look at the coaches that he's competing. Klopp has coached in Borussia Dortmund, coached everywhere, came to Liverpool, and still had a tough time. He won 1 league title and 1 Champions League, right? At least he won 1, but it was like an 8-year span, right? That Klopp did.
Do not forget, though. Hey, hold on. Based on that point, do not forget, though, that Klopp in his first 2 seasons got to 2 finals, European finals.
We got to the final. We won the FA Cup. You guys
What's going on?
yes.
I say European final.
We have FA Cup. No, it's not about trophies.
Jola was on this plane. I've asked Jola.
Not win nothing for 4 years.
Eh?
4 years. He's not win anything for 4 years.
And this is a world-class coach.
Anything for 4 years.
Manchester United.
Klopp.
Manchester United. Klopp. Oh yeah, but he got to finals. He got to European finals. Yes or no?
Yes.
No, finals don't count. You can count finals as second. 1 point
Yes.
in the league. They don't count.
Okay, so man.
So we got to.
Let me ask you a question. Mr. Are you a LeBron James fan?
I'm a big LeBron James fan.
Are you a LeBron James fan, Mr.
Yeah.
Arima?
No,
I don't think he's better than Jordan.
My guy. Okay, now you are the G. Let's because it's only LeBron James fan that counts. He went to 10 finals.
No, I don't want that. No.
So the fact that you went there.
I feel like basketball is different.
Why
But
is
that's a
it
different
No,
discussion.
let's just pack that one away.
Yeah.
different?
Okay, let me bring it in.
Okay.
So right now we turned into this. It became a discussion about Arsenal and why we're not challenging Liverpool enough. So let me answer. Let me read some of these comments. Okay, I already read this one. Another comfortable top 4 finish disguised as a title challenge. I'm impressed.
Bad belly.
Your coach that knows what he's doing and called these men are useful as a castrated man in a brothel. I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's talking about Amarim. Okay, because we called Amarim.
Yeah.
They're still talking about
Arsenal forever. He's talking about
he's talking about Arsenal, but he said it's because we said your coach don't know what he's doing. They're still talking about refs. You're the only team that's had bad refereeing, or the ball is too round. And that's a reference to what Arteta said, which Pep also said, but we won't go there. Here we go again with the refs. Yeah, these people hate Arsenal fans talking about refs.
because you
Did
guys
you see
come
the
up with a lot
snap
of
today?
excuses.
It seems like an excuse, but I feel like if those things didn't happen, then we would have the points. Did we see the stamp today by Marino? I don't think that was intentional. I saw it. If this was against Arsenal, they'll say the refs are against them. Here's the thing. I don't care if you don't call a point, call something against a player if it's not like a penalty. Like, if they wanted to give Marino a yellow card for that, that's fine. If a United player did what Marino did and they don't call it, and it's not, it's just the flow of the game. Like, I don't need to say a red card for that. But if you had given us a red card in the same game and you don't do it for them, then I'll have a problem with it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Last one, Ten Hag is still more successful in England than Arteta. I think one FA Cup, one Carling Cup. That's what he's done, right?
So can I say this? Just look, let me just address that. There's a reason Ten Hag is fired, and Man U fans don't even like Ten Hag.
Don't mind it.
When Ten Hag was at Man U, right? I actually like Ten Hag. I wanted Ten Hag to come to Arsenal, but after watching at Man U, honestly, that was probably the most dreadful Man U team. Just physically, like watching them, they were so bad. So you can carry your Ten Hag with more success. But I will never, ever rate Ten Hag.
My guy, man, it's so bad. Have you noticed that almost, if not all this Ten Hag's signing are going to be let go of?
Right.
They are on the march of, man,
Wow.
that is almost 700 million, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost 800. Yeah, almost 700 million. You just took that money. Talk of extremely terrible investment that Dangote will not be proud of. You took that money and just threw it inside the fire and just burn it.
I mean, that guy bought Anthony for 80 million. I'm sorry. That in itself is
that's a lot of.
But again, you also have to look at it this way. Yes, it's Anthony Kane didn't play well. It wasn't, but even when Amorim came in, I think he was showing signs of some. But now some of these players have gone, and we can't argue the fact that they are doing better.
Yeah.
You can't. And then you can talk about mentality, the Premier League, blah 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 blah. These are the results of. These are what great coaches will get out from you. What is different is 2-round ball. You are playing against 11 people. A lot of people say, yeah, it's a different league. It's a different league. A lot of our players have left us right now, either on loan or they are gone and they are playing better football. So that we just can't take that and throw that into the trash. It has also something to do. We can't take away coaching in this. We just can't.
Okay.
Because we could have used an Anthony right now. That same form Anthony.
Yeah.
If we have right now, we may be 10th. Rashford now, look at Rashford playing like this, and someone has a gun on his head. If you don't play well, you're going to be shot dead. But
that's why he's doing it for.
But why can't he? So again, I don't know the motivation factor, whatever it is. The fact of the matter is, we've had players leave us, and they're doing better where they are. Now we're here stuck with Hoyland. That is, if you wake him up in the morning, ask him, brother, or point and listen to your left leg. He'll probably point to his right hand. That's to tell you how horrible.
That's Okrika Haaland.
Holland had a potential chance today. Saliba, I think it was Saliba that.
No, guy. Look, at this point, man, if Holland score for us, I have a better chance of taking sacrifice down to Rita Meta in Abeokuta.
Yeah. Okay, let me quickly say my thoughts. I don't think I said my thoughts. I only watched the last 10 minutes of the game. I was following the scores. I was busy, but I think I knew how it was going to be. We're going to Old Trafford, and I knew they would let us have the ball. I understood that we're going to face a low block, and I was just already mentally not interested because it's just we don't know how to do it. I've seen Arsenal struggle this entire season facing teams like this, that are just going to sit back and let us have all the ball and then play 5 defenders and make it almost impossible for us to penetrate. I feel like that's on our manager to figure it out. Yes, the teams are what do you mean you're playing a low block? Okay, that's how they can face us. They don't have the personnel to come at us man to man. So we have to figure out a way to break these teams down, and we're not doing it. And Arteta keeps doing the same thing. It's not working. So it's you're not. I already knew that none of our attacks were going to be potent enough to do anything. And then it doesn't help that we don't have a striker, but that's a different discussion. So once they scored, I was I watched them like you said, Arvinze. I was looking at the score. I looked at 45 minutes plus 2. It was still 0-0. I turned my phone down. I was okay, it's halftime. Let's just go back. And next I was Bruno, what? So you guys are the original set piece FC. So you guys scored on a free kick.
You scored on a free kick now.
I saw Raya. Raya was halfway to the end. I'm you left this whole spot empty for him just to kick the ball into the net. What is going on?
You really did a good job on the last shot of the game by Bruno, man.
Yes, that's what we did. Otherwise, that goal
actually kept you guys, and without him, you guys
Yes.
You guys lose that game by
I'll
like
allow him. I'll give him that.
Raya was our man of the match.
Yes.
yeah.
They gave it to Declan, but like, because Declan had a few saves and then he scored the goal. But like,
Can I ask you guys a question though? You guys are huge listen, Arsenal fans. My question is, if Saka was there, okay, so who do you guys miss more?
who do we miss?
Who you miss more?
Yes,
Saka, Havertz, or listen, Jesus, in terms of creating chances and in terms of actually scoring them. Do you think if you guys have had this guy there, Havertz, will you
No.
guys run the game? Saka too? No.
Saka is who we miss most.
Look, Saka is equivalent to our version of Salah. Let's not get us right. He is the best player in the. Now you can argue between him and Odegaard, who is more critical, but
I think Odegaard has been exposed. I told you I have an asterisk on Odegaard's name. I feel like Odegaard needs Saka to be.
Odegaard.
Yeah.
He needs Saka, and we didn't realize that.
They both need each other.
Yeah.
Like that right side, everything. Ever since this guy, what's his name at the back? The guy you had, Ben White.
Right.
There was a time that this triangle was solid. Ben White, Odegaard, Saka. There was a time that triangle, man, it was hard for, even in Europe, teams couldn't figure out that triangle. But I don't know, man. Listen, Saka is a huge miss for you guys. Just like us now, we are missing this Ahmad. We are, man, it's like as Ahmad went down.
Ahmad is one season wonder.
Ahmad, I just play. Everybody shouting Ahmad.
Yeah, he's got.
Hey. Maybe it's because of Ahmad. We're actually 14th or 15th. Maybe because of Ahmad was playing. If Ahmad was playing, would have been in 13th. That's the position.
I feel like the body of work for Ahmad is not enough for us to say this. But I understand Ahmad has been on fire this season.
He has been our best player without question this season. Towards the end of last season, he has rescued us in. Yeah, Ahmad is Ahmad.
Yeah, and I think when Ariza said something about Arteta continuing to learn, this amount of injuries, he has not experienced that since he's been here. Okay, 2 years ago we had Saliba go injured. I remember we couldn't cope. We were playing Rob Holding. City will come and bet. It was 5-1. They didn't show up. Like, people don't understand what we went through. Like, we did, like, I'm back for 1 year. People will come to us and
got more worse injuries than you guys. We have worse injuries than you guys.
We're not talking about your team. We're talking about Arsenal and how they're like learning, how he's learning. So I feel like he has not bought properly. Like, you haven't addressed some of the critical issues. And you've been buying players all this while. So you're buying defenders. Okay, we know you're building from the back. You're buying defenders. You're buying midfielders. This season, what did we buy? We bought Marino and we bought Calafiori. And then we're like, we don't have striker. Let's go and get, what's his name? Sterling. We didn't buy Sterling. We loaned him out. But we have needed a striker for how long? When was the last striker we bought? When did Arsenal buy a striker that was not named Jesus?
Havertz.
What?
Havertz.
Havertz was not bought as a striker.
Wasn't bought as a striker.
He was bought to be
Havertz plays 9 for Germany now.
But he was
no.
He does now.
He does now.
He does now. Yes.
He was not doing it before.
He wasn't playing 9.
No.
He was mostly a winger.
Left back.
Yeah.
Havertz was left back.
Midfield or left back. They played him left back for Germany. This is like
no. Havertz for the past 2.5 years have been playing as a false 9 for Germany. Go check. He has been, and he has scored.
Been with us for the half of that time. So
that's true. we opened that door for everybody.
We opened that door for them. I think he's been doing it since he was in Chelsea.
Havertz is scam. Havertz went and scored Champions League goal. Arsenal saw
Come on, man. Without Havertz, man. Hey, calm down. You can say what you want to say about Havertz, though. But if you take out Havertz goals for you guys this season,
I mean, that's true.
You guys
are not. He has 15 goals or 20 goals.
I will take Havertz. I like Havertz. I just don't think Havertz should be your main option, right? No, last season, Havertz was so effective when everybody thought he was playing in midfield because he would arrive in the box late. He wasn't there all the time. Right, so he would just kind of arrive in the distance. He was like an extra striker, like a Griezmann or something, right? But saying that Havertz is your striker, and everybody now knows that Havertz is your striker
Yeah, it's a
all
different.
season, I don't know, right? That's,
Ogakame, madman. He said, "Who begged your manager to buy 8 fullbacks and no striker? Man keeps buying fullbacks like he wants to open the BBL shop." And I'll say this, like yes, we keep buying strikers, but like I understand Arteta a little bit. Like last season, we scored the most goals last season, so it was like a mirage, and he almost kept going with that same mirage. I'm like, okay, you thought you could just score from the midfield. Like Odegaard had so many goals. The fact that Odegaard is not giving us these numbers, we're hurting.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's not like he's not giving us Kevin De Bruyne numbers
Can I say
anymore.
something to this, please? Can I say something to this? It's just like you're looking at Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Yeah, we lost you.
While he's frozen, let's take some more comments. Ogakame said Ten Hag is still more successful in England than Arteta. These guys are still chatting absolute garbage. Sure. I think Ayo's not happy with me saying that ETH spent 700 million because it was 400. Who cares?
Okay.
Even if he bought Porty. So he agrees that he bought Porty. And Ayo said, no Saka, no party. I've said this for over 1 year. He's the genuine superstar of the team. Yeah. And I think we saw Odegaard steal his shine last year. This is not true. The last Euros and qualifiers, he played as Germany number 9. Okay. Ogakome na idiot. Okay. Yes. All right. I think Emi's coming back. We'll give him 1 more second to join. We're gonna have to wrap this up because we've been on this topic for a while. Yeesh. But while he's coming, maybe we'll have to jump through. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
When you hop on, we're moving on to top 3 performances from the UCL round of 16 first leg. All right, we'll be quick. Rize, what are your top 3 performances?
Are we talking about teams or players?
Yes. Sorry. So Yemi, you're back. Sorry, we're gonna have to move on. We spent 30 minutes on that last topic. So moved on to Champions League, and we said we want to know what are your top 3 performances from that first leg. So I would say team or individual, however you want to go, but
so teams, I will say, and I didn't watch all the games and I didn't watch all the highlights.
Yes. But
I will say Arsenal, not in any particular order. I'm not saying Arsenal number 1 just because we beat PSG 7-1, but that's pretty impressive, right? Arsenal, and honestly, I want to say Real Madrid and Atletico, because honestly, that game, after watching that game, I was like, are we supposed to face the winner of this game?
Oh yeah.
Because that game was a high quality game. I might put Barcelona in there as well. I think Barcelona was very impressive against Benfica. But I'll say this, I didn't watch all, and I didn't see all the highlights. But those are the ones that stood out to me. Like, that's Real Madrid and Atletico. And I know they played against each other, and I was just like, man, okay, these 2 teams are for real. So, yeah, that's mine. Looks like Yemi has
dropped off again.
Off.
I think for me, definitely Arsenal. I didn't expect 7-1. I've just never seen us score that many goals, and it's tied for probably the biggest margin, or at least the biggest number of goals that a team has scored in the round of 16.
Yeah.
And then Real Madrid for sure. The game started. I watched that game a bit because it was on the same day, so I had to flip between channels.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great performance by Real to beat Atletico. I know they were at home, so I'm expecting more drama this week. And I'm going to give PSG a shout out. I thought PSG did well, and that was a more entertaining game for me. It was not a good performance at all because they ended up losing. But as far as entertainment goes, I wasn't expecting that from PSG. I wasn't expecting PSG to show up and dominate Liverpool the way they did, even though it was in France.
Yeah.
And Barcelona gets a shout because of they were down a man.
They were down a man.
Long part of the game, and they
and they still won. Yeah. That's what
they were away from home. I believe. Were they away from home?
I think they were.
I think they were away. Yeah, so that was impressive.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see.
So we're gonna move on still. Hang on. When he comes, you can tell us it's 3.
Yeah, but the Arsenal PSV game, I mean, part of after watching this Man U game now, I'm down like, this is why Champions League is a little bit different. Everybody has to win, right?
Yes.
So you open up, and I feel like if you just open up against Arsenal, right, we just have enough talent
Yes.
across the board that we can give it a good go against a lot of teams.
Yes.
Our issue, like you said earlier, right? Our issue is once you just set up a deep block, is like lock up, right?
Yeah.
Even Sunderland in wherever league they're in now can probably give us a run for our money if they just park the bus.
Park the bus and chill. And that's crazy that we can't break them down. I can't do that. I can't stand that.
So,
Okay, I mean, you're back. Tell us your top 3 performances.
Top 3 performances for me.
Yes.
In terms of players or in terms of team?
I would say team.
Team. Barcelona for sure.
Okay.
Barcelona. Liverpool, with the way they scum back their win, they just like Salah was doing Salah thing.
Wait, Salah was off the pitch when that happened.
Oh yeah, it was off. No, I think that's more credit this into the coach that took him out and brought in super sub.
I was angry because I was like, this might
I have to give it to you guys. I have to give it to you guys, man. 7-1. You pasted PSV. You spelled this in PSV twice. But like in terms of those that actually played, though, I mean, I can't stop waxing lyrics for this guy, Pedro. My freaking goodness. The best midfielder in Europe, in my opinion. And it's not even close.
Who?
Barcelona.
Pedro.
Oh, yeah.
Pedro is the best midfielder. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you take Xavi and Iniesta. They married each other. And you give birth to a child. And they have an uncle from Busquets. That's their
He's mental.
uncle. Messi, man, that dude. Him, I have to give Pedri a big shout out. I have to give Liverpool's goalkeeper. Man, that dude.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Alisson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my third shout will be Rodrigo from Real Madrid.
Real. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Those 3. If you're asking me for 3 guys that stood out in the Champions League for me, those 3 stand out.
I like it. I like Amaya saying Arsenal big win, Bayern trashing. Yeah, I didn't expect Bayern to trash Leverkusen. How far is Leverkusen on that table? I'm curious now because they're not like running on all cylinders like they were last year.
I think it's 10 points or so. Last time like 8. Yeah, it's like I mean, Bayern has won the league. It's not even a contest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's about 10.
Dembele was sensational. I agree. That's what I was hailing. PSG just needed to finish. Dembele was that's why someone said that. What's his name? The wing backs for Liverpool have not dealt with this kind of pace. Now they know how other players feel when they're playing against Salah because yes, relentless from PSG. They shouldn't have lost that game. Kaiser says Alisson, Chesney, Pedri. Shout out to Alvarez. Okay. I like it. Yami is buffering, so I'm going to move on to following Keane and Wright. Ian Wright had a discussion about the role of captains. I think they were talking about Bruno Fernandes, and apparently, Keane was tearing into Bruno, which is what he does in general, just tears into people. Yeah. But name your best 3 captains for your club, and why? Yeah, I mean, let me let you go. Who are your best 3 captains for United that you can recall, and why do you say that? Just fast.
Roy Keane, that's easy.
Okay.
Brian Robson.
Which year was that one?
That's before Premier League. So let's go to the Premier League now. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get to Premier League so I can know the people.
Roy Keane, Vidic, and to an instance, Valencia.
Was he a captain?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
During the time of Mourinho, a decent
Okay.
part of the time of Mourinho, he was a quiet leader. He was a quiet leader. He
I
never.
must say, it gives me
talked
quiet
much.
leader vibes.
Yeah, he's a quiet man. The guy can barely speak English now. Why are you going to speak? Can't, but like he has always had that cool vibe. No, he barely could speak English. Even when he was at our club, he hardly did interviews in English. But like if you're talking of those that wore the armbands, yeah, man, you have you put Gary Neville in it. Vidic, captain, a decent. Let's just say okay for me. I'll say Gary Neville, Roy Keane, and Vidic.
Okay, gotcha. Arinze, go. Who are yours?
Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira.
Thierry Henry.
No. Thierry Henry was not a really good captain. Like he was barely captain. Like, I think he started the trend of captains leaving. He said there was a trend that was like it was him, then it was Fabregas, then it was like Van Persie.
Van Persie. Once they give you that band, next year you're out.
They give you band, you're bouncing. I want to say now it's a pretty big gap, right, between Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira, but I'll say Arteta was probably the next one. Arteta was a good captain, and Arteta was there when we broke our trophy droughts, like our 10, 11-year trophy droughts. And then during that period, I think between him and Mertesacker, I almost feel like they were like joint captains.
Well, yes, they were co-captains.
They were co-captains, right? Between them, they now won like those 3 FA Cups in 4 years or whatever. So yeah, but it's, obviously there's a significant gap between Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira, and now going to Arteta / So yeah.
I do have a name for you guys. How about this? 2 guys actually. Gilberto. No?
Was he captain? I don't know.
Was he captain? He was captain during the Invincibles. No, that was Vieira.
Vieira was captain.
No. Gilberto, the midfielder that played under Wenger a lot, man.
Was he captain?
He wasn't. I don't think he was. Well, he might have been captain for a year. He wasn't captain for long.
Not a legit captain that we remember. Actually, you know what? I wasn't watching Arsenal by then. So
I mean, he was a really good player. He was a really good player, but like there was a period for like until Arteta where the captaincy in Arsenal was like a blur. It was like
we had Vermaelen, we had Koscielny. No, Koscielny was after Arteta.
Yeah.
It
was just a blur. It was like one guy had it for like 2 years, then it goes to another person, then it goes to another person. Fabregas had it for a little bit.
Yeah. So Fabregas had it before Arteta.
Yeah.
But it was Fabregas, Van Persie. Then Van Persie left us to United, and then we got Arteta and that same.
Oh yeah. But did he become captain immediately, or was that like?
No, I don't know who was. You know what? Arteta was an overlap. I believe Arteta overlapped with RVP.
Okay.
I believe there's an overlap.
Yeah. It was the year that Fabregas left. Fabregas, Nasri, and Clichy.
Yes. It was Giroud that never overlapped with RVP. That's
it was the trolley dash. That was part of the trolley dash that brought Mertesacker.
5 people.
There were like 5 people in one night.
We lost 8-2 to United before the window closed. They're like, buy 5 players.
That 8-2 game. I remember that's what looking at the team sheet, and I was like, who are all these guys?
Who are these people? Coquelin. Back then, we didn't know who Coquelin was.
Coquelin, Frimpong. What's the name of that guy? Carl Jenkinson. Oh, man. We have suffered. And people are now telling me that we should fire Arteta.
No, exactly.
I mean, what's going on now? We've seen some very, very terrible times.
Yeah, I like it like this. Okay, let's fight top 2, solid second, call it what you want.
Yeah.
But let me say my own captains. I'm not like you guys. I didn't really watch Arsenal when the Invincibles played. I was busy watching other teams. So I agree that just legendary. You have to give it to Vieira, probably the best captain, just because that era was just Anthony Adams. I'll let those 2 have it because I feel like their legends are bigger than my lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put I'm going to go with future captain. I've been saying this for the last year. Declan Rice is our future captain. That's the only person I'm looking forward to. And all these other people they're placeholders. Odegaard placeholder. People are arguing that maybe Gabriel is a potential future captain. But I think Declan Rice will be a very good captain when we give him the band. in 2 years. That's my prediction.
Would it be that? What's his name?
I don't know what will happen. I don't know. I'm not saying that Odegaard will be sold. I'm not saying that. But sometimes I feel like it may be the only way for him to be captain. Like, it's not going to be like Shaka. Remember, Shaka was captain.
Yeah.
And we stripped him off the captaincy and gave it to Odegaard while he was still there for another couple years.
Yeah.
That's not going. Nobody's stripping Odegaard from that cap.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that somehow, Declan Rice will be the captain. And when he's the captain, he will do an excellent job. So we're going with future captain Declan Rice. That guy has captain written all over him. I don't care.
He does. Yeah. He does.
Yeah. All right.
I have to jump.
We have to run up.
Yep.
If I'm the only one on this podcast, I am.
we can buffering in and out like mine.
I have to end it. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, so we're gonna have to probably call it, or actually, I'll let you go, and then that means I can just run amok.
You can run amok.
All right, thanks, Arinze. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so now that I'm here by myself, guys, we're gonna read some of these comments. Aya says Keane, Vidic, and Steve Bruce are his favorite captains from his era. And then best Arsenal captain is Hater. Look at that, Robin van Persie. And then as far as Bayern goes, we're talking. Oh, what is this? Stefan Ed. Oh, this is Dyer then. Okay. Bayern fan here. He's saying Stefan Effenberg, Oliver Kahn, and Philip Lam. Would have added Ballack, but he left us as captain for Chelsea. Okay. All right, Yami. So
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good. Arinze is gone because he had to run off. So we're going to take these last topics by ourselves. What are your 2 hot takes for the rest of the season?
Hot take is.
So definition of hot take, I mean, you obviously know what it means, but for the rest of the viewers, hot take is something that is unlikely to happen. And if you predict it, and
my mind is going to 2 places. My mind is going to 2 places. Hot take is.
Okay.
We'll make top 10. Manchester United will enter top 10.
Okay. That's a hot take.
Man, it's very hot.
Okay, I like it. But that's one.
Yeah, one. And the second one is, it's not like a hot take, but Liverpool will win the Champions League.
Okay. It's not really that hot. I think they're the favorites.
No.
I'll tell you why that's not hot. Because my hot take is that PSG is kicking Liverpool out on Wednesday.
No. No.
That's what
if there's a team that could, this team, PSG can. They have they are playing at Liverpool.
I know. I understand.
With Salah, the way Salah is, that guy is coming to that game with a vengeance. You subbed me off. And the guy you subbed me off for now scored. No, that guy is going, he's probably looking at Slot, probably punching Slot up. If not for Ramadan. It's probably yeah.
Okay, I'll stick to that hot take because it was my hot take last week before they kicked the ball. In my mind, I was like, I sensed Liverpool leaving Champions League this way with PSG unexpectedly. My second hot take was it was going to be that United would sack Amorim before the season ends, but that was contingent on y'all losing this game today, and y'all didn't lose, so I don't think they're sacking him. So my second hot take. Who was it about? I had the backup hot take.
Postecoglou?
No, it wasn't about Spurs. He should be fired, but they have a lot of injuries. Let's be fair to them. I think I was going to go with like either a Villa or a Newcastle hot take because I keep proving myself right with that Emery, And I always tell people that Emery is not supposed to finish more than 7th. And last year he finished 4th, which made me a liar. So we're going to go back to that and say, but it's easy now. It's like 10th or 11th. So okay, now you don't finish more than 7th. He's not going to finish above 7th. He won't make Champions League, and they may fire him. That'll be what I'll say. So
Cool.
Emery may get fired this year.
Oh, no, Emery.
Yes. If he doesn't make top 4 and doesn't go far in Champions League, we're going to get him fired. Get out of it. Go back to Spain.
This is coming from an Arsenal hater fan. I hate that.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I have to read Ayos though. He said, my 2 hot takes: Brighton to finish top 6 and United will win Europa League. I honestly think United can win Europa League. I think they can.
Ayo, you are my guy, but that tobacco you are smoking, the weed has expired. Whoa, it's EJ prediction.
Oh, he's not saying PSG will win. Okay, I don't know about that.
I don't see that happening.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Those are hot takes, bro. Those are very hot ones.
Those are hot takes.
Mine was like moderate take.
Really moderate. United
I don't
finishing
know.
top 10 is a hot take because it's unlikely, but it's not.
It's highly unlikely.
dramatic
It's,
take.
it's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Just for my own selfish reasons, because I have people that will crucify me.
Got you. Well, okay, what's the difference between finishing top 10 and finishing 14?
Finishing top 10 at least, you make more money now, of course. Of course, the higher you finish, the more money you make.
Okay.
And plus, and finishing 14 pressure. On
Yeah,
the
it's not
coach.
good for morale.
14, 15 is like we are messing with relegation. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not looking for your sponsors that are sponsoring your club.
Yes.
14, 15 is like, man, they are like, yeah, so.
Okay. Well, we have like 3 more days to see some of our hot takes, whether it pans out. We'll see. Yeah. I think my hot take comes from envy. I won't lie. My hot take comes from envy.
Oh, no. There's a serious bad belly for it.
Yes. It's complete bad. Why should they be so happy? I'm going to win Champions League. I'm going to win Premier League. No. You win one and manage it. Nonsense. But yes.
But I think that Liverpool next season won't be as lucky as but you guys really didn't help yourself.
We gave them everything. Well, actually,
yeah, you guys
they took what they could.
Yeah,
We didn't give them
and
anything.
they keep taking. Man, there's still hope. You never know. They can start a losing spree now.
We're a game behind, 16 points or 15 points, and 2 draws and 1 losses behind. 2 draws, 2 losses behind them. That's not overcomable to me, because we're more likely to draw and lose than they are. So that's why I'm like, but we can't do all the math. Like every time we say, "Oh, we're 2 draws behind," we are the ones that will draw while they win. So it's like, at this point, it's like their eyes is on the ball. They're focused. So, and that's good for them.
Yeah.
And they have their better players ready to go, and they can beat a low block. Short answer. Until we do that, that's the end. They can beat a low block. We can.
They're a well-coached team. They can play tap football if you want, counter. They still have the jogging thing in them. The guys and all of his force are actually doing it. The times I think that is Nunes won't score is when he will score. Then you see that guy from the left. What's that guy's name? Annoys me.
Diaz?
Diaz, annoying guy. And their best is in finisher in the club, in my opinion, is Jota.
Jota is good. Yeah.
Jota, in my opinion, inside the box, nobody finishes as good as he is. In my opinion, he doesn't get as much chances. So far, those 4 are clicking. Yeah, the league is gone. Even the Champions League, they have everything they need to win.
Yeah.
They have everything. And their keeper is coming back to big form now.
Yes. So what's stopping them? There shouldn't be anything. But next year, you guys can call us Netflix. What do you guys call us again? Netflix FC.
Oh yeah. There's always next season. There's always an excuse.
I mean, to me, that's football. I think that's what makes up the Arsenal fan. Like, we're not. Well, I won't say that we're monolith. A lot of Arsenal fans want Arteta out. Let me be very clear. A lot of Arsenal fans, I would say, we're probably. The what?
Do you want Arteta out?
Hell no. Let me tell you when Ateta should go out for me. I'll say it on camera. Ateta can leave
Yeah.
if I see progressive decline for 3 years. I'm willing to take a 3-year progressive decline to where I'm seeing that there's no way up. I'm willing, then he can go. So that's what I'll give him. Yeah. So that means
If
another
it
3
doesn't
years,
win,
but you're going
if it
down.
doesn't win the league next season, if it doesn't win the league next season, it should go. That's
Okay.
about 7-8 years of just a complete waste of the momentum you're gradually building. Like now, like maybe Ateta has maxed out now. He is at that place now where
Right.
maybe now
And
the next person need, maybe the next person you need now is like a Zidane or somebody that will come and build from where he's finished. Yeah.
But one thing I will say about what I think people are not being fair to Arteta about is the personnel. Like when you look at the Arsenal personnel, if you're being real with yourself, how many of these players will you pick and take to another team without seeing them under Arteta's system? Would you say that these players are like top notch? It's probably about 4 in the whole team. That you say,
But also you have to look at it this way. Look at it this way. A lot of people say that they don't see ball like that. If we are thought about that, listen, Nottingham Forest. How many of their guys would have entered your team in the beginning of the season?
right?
Almost
No,
none.
right?
No. So listen, football is not really played like that. My
Okay.
point is, most of the guys that are in your team right now, Arteta either wants them there or he bought them
Yes.
there.
Yes. Now, absolutely.
So to take that responsibility, like, nah, it's not about that. And then like this, there are some people like this, they don't want the superstars because they may not be to get as
Right.
much from
I'm
the
not talking about
superstars.
superstars.
You made this. Mhm.
But what
Yeah,
what
I'm
do you
listening.
allow for form? Like a player's form that has dropped. I think Odegaard's form dropped from
Yeah,
season
yeah.
last season to this season. There's a clear drop. I'm seeing Havertz drop too, and then you now have the players. Martinelli dropped. Martinelli has like
It's quite
dropped like
unserious.
that, and then
No, that
Saka
guy.
is out.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you guys account for that? And then now he should leave. That's what I'm saying. Like I like to look at things in context. So if I see next season and I'm seeing even more drop in form, and you've already tied people in contracts, then I'm like, I'm going to use my eyes and be like, okay, what's the problem here?
You also have to look at it this way. You also have to look at it this way. Look at next season. We don't know what Man City will be next season. Everybody thinks that they're just going to come next season and just spike. There's a possibility. Liverpool, a chunk of their players are leaving. We don't know what's going on with Trent. We don't know what is going on with Salah. We don't know what's going on with Van Dijk. As of right now, none of them are signing a new contract.
Right.
Those are 3 huge cog to that machine working. And there's their left back. I keep forgetting Robertson. And there's Alisson too.
Yes.
This is probably second to his last season on his contract. So like there are a lot of big players. Nunes, nobody knows what is happening to Nunes next season. Most likely he might be leaving next season. So again, that's that. There's Manchester United. Even we that we are headed Manchester United fan, we don't know what is going to go on with us. We may not even have a club. They might decide that since we owe a lot of money and our owners don't want to spend, they might sell this Old Trafford. Half of Old Trafford will be sold. We might be playing in our cricket stadium very soon because we are trying to raise money. So and that's Manchester. So like you guys have been, if anything could go well for anything, things have gone well for you guys because there's a steady push up for you guys.
You mean over the years, over the last 3
What
years?
is it's over the past 6 years since Arteta came. The only person that you guys have lost was Edwin. The last that he left, is it this season he left? So there's everything. And listen, Arteta has tried from the time he came till now. He has brought you guys from maybe 14, 15 to where you guys have been challenging for the league. Well, like it's only Man City that has kept you guys at bay. So that's why I've said now that Man City is not there, it is almost a crime that you guys are not there. But also you can't blame the fans when every day Canary time you keep playing Saka. You play Saka to the ground.
But like, okay, that's a different discussion because we never said
and then you don't buy a striker. So again, those are the priorities for like the coach.
But when you say, okay, let's go back to we played Saka to the ground. I guess it's because of the way we're using him that is a problem, because
He's played a lot of games.
Liverpool plays Salah every
He's
game.
played many games. But they are two different players, man.
Right.
Two different
And your
players
best
and two
players-
different positions. Your best players nowadays, they do more. No, man.
Every team best player. I don't think you can name a team who has a best player that doesn't play every game.
Saka's back should have been broken by now, because Saka has practically carried the people for seasons. Even when he finished at the Euros, he still came back and dominated. Saka, Europa League games he plays, Champions League games he plays, Carling Cup games he plays, FA Cup games he plays, and sometimes he plays a whole 90 minutes. Your fans have been shouting like, "Oh my, this when will this guy get it?"
For a fact.
Yeah, so I mean, like, so this all these things that are happening right now is due
I'm
to
just saying that I don't know any team that doesn't play their best player every game, and you're not able to tell me a team that doesn't. So maybe the question is, don't play him for 90 minutes.
When Man City won, City were winning, KDB didn't play all the games. He might start, but he'll come off the bench. Right,
Yeah.
He might start, but he'll be subbed up at 60 minutes. How many games have Saka not played 90 minutes?
So
Even
Saka
your boss,
plays to like at least 80 minutes.
80 minutes, that's a lot on the body. And you are playing in all 4 competitions. Season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5. Man, your legs have
FA Cup after the first game.
okay.
I don't know. That's a consistent argument. I'll be fair. That's a consistent argument that Saka has been run to the ground. And I mean, him tearing his hamstring does support that. But my thing is, I don't know what the alternative is. Because if Saka's on the bench and we lose the game, that's a problem, because we're resting.
But that is not. But isn't that not part of your recruiting system? Why does one?
You're supposed to have someone that can back him up.
Okay,
And
man. I give you
to back him up are out of form. Sterling.
Whose fault was that? Sterling to back up Saka. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's go to give me a team, Real Madrid.
Yes.
If Vini is not playing, there's some Adagola playing. Are they of the same level? No.
Not at all.
But they can give you something. There's Mbappe that can play from the left. If Mbappe does not play, they are fine. There's Diaz that can come. There's Jude Bellingham. Yeah. There's ability for you to maneuver your players.
Mbappe is not going to be resting. He cannot play because he's injured. That's what
no. Mbappe in Real Madrid, when they call his number, brother, you're not playing this morning. He says, yes, sir, and sits his butt down. He's Ancelotti. Ancelotti will be smiling. Brother, how are you feeling today? Man, you know that tomorrow you're not going to play. Okay. Am I at least going to come up as a sub? Yeah, I'll take it. You have to be able to manage these players' minutes. And then Saka's minutes, in my opinion, has not been managed well. We are paying the dividends now for this guy, Ahmad. There was a time he wasn't playing at all. Then now, when homeboy came, I'm on him play. Left wing back, everything. He'll be injured too now. Something will happen.
We'll see. He's coming back. People are saying he's rushing back.
He better be, unless there are chances you guys may not even make Europe.
I don't think he'll go that far. You don't think we'll finish top 4?
I thought your hot take would have been like this. So you guys will win the Champions League.
Oh, I was joking that we will, but now we have to face Real Madrid or Atletico. I think I want to see us against Real Madrid. If someone asks me, that's my hot take. Let's just see Arsenal against Real Madrid. Someone said they will cook us.
You'll be spiritually, physically, and mentally cooked. It's not a game. You stand a chance against Atletico. You don't think we're winning Atletico either.
I don't see us beating Atletico. I feel like that's a lesser chance. I feel like we've seen Atletico at Arsenal before, even before this team. Like just in Europa leagues where we're playing against, and they would just
not this Atletico. This Atletico, they have no. This Atletico is mad. They play like they have steroids in their bones.
Oh.
But
yeah. So they will stop us from scoring, and then they will pop us 2 goals.
Oh yeah, with Alvarez and that Griezmann guy, you guys stand no chance against that team. Man.
Okay, before we go, I'll take these comments. Ayo says, I think the major difference is Saka is asked to do a lot of defending and tracking back while Salah
This
isn't.
is
Absolutely.
great.
Salah just hangs up at the right, wait for the ball. Is isolated and nobody closes him down.
Most
Maybe-
especially this season.
Sorry?
I said most especially this season. Even this is
Yes, yes.
If Saka said it. No. Salah said it.
Salah.
That the new coach actually told him, "Guy, you stay up. We'll do the defending for you."
Yeah.
So
he's a 32-year-old. That's probably what extended his career. I was expecting him to fall off the cliff. My third hot take is Salah is falling off cliff diver next season. Ayo says maybe he should have played Waneri more. I will not blame Arteta too much about this. Every manager that does not have enough resources to do this. That does not have enough resources do this. Yeah, and remember Waneri also got an injury. We started playing him, 17-year-old, got an injury for 3 weeks, was out. And I think Waneri is Odegaard's natural heir. So Waneri is supposed to be replacing Odegaard, like subbing in for him, while Saka needs a true back, someone that can fill in for him. And we can't trust Raheem to do that. So if you tell me, should Arteta have bought Raheem? Of course not. I don't think, I was like, absolutely not. Why is this guy coming to our team? So I don't know what Arteta saw. I think he saw the Raheem he knew from Manchester City and was like, I can work with this guy. I've worked with him before. I'm just going to bring him in, give him, maybe we'll have a new lease of life. You know, so some players have new leases of life when they come to a new team. And I think he was just expecting magic. Didn't realize that his form has dropped. Raheem has played at the highest level for how many years? So I think he's on the way up, on the decline. Yeah, he's 30. He's only 30. He's not 35. So I wasn't really expecting.
It's just like Rooney, guys. That he's like Rooney. Sterling somewhat. No, I'm not comparing them. I'm not saying that they're of the same quality, but like they're guys that logged a whole lot of minutes.
Yes.
For about 8 to 10 years, they've played so much that is over on their soccer body. If their soccer body could be like their age, they're about like 30.
Yeah.
Like 8 or something, based on the minutes that they've played.
Right.
So
that's what he gives to me. Yeah. Lingard is saying 15 points behind. Damn. So now we know Liverpool has the title in their bag. I know they really want to, they really want Arsenal to win. Every time you talk to a Liverpool fan, they're like, we're just placeholders for you guys. They hate that they're at the top. If we win the league, you better put me in the intro video. Don't worry. If we win the league, we'll have a Lingard only intro video. Only Lingard will be in that video. Seriously. But yes, I think that brings us to the end of the show. We've had a good discussion. I want to thank you for joining us, Yemi, and Arinze, who had to leave early. And let's see what happens.
I do have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Yes, go on.
I asked Ayo this question. I don't know if it's on the thing. I think it's on there. Oh, yeah, he didn't put it. So I'm going to ask you. So 5 players, keep, bench, sell, rip up their contract, send one on loan. 5 players.
So I have to call 5 players from my team. Keep.
No. I'm going to give you 5 players. 5 players.
Okay, go.
You keep one, you bench one, you sell one, you send one on loan, you rip the last person's contract. Just
all right, go for it.
Jude Bellingham, Cole Palmer,
okay,
Florian Wirtz,
okay,
Pedri, how many did I mention? So Jude Bellingham,
one more.
Musiala.
Okay, so I've heard 5 names. And are you? Let me ask you this question. Follow-up question. Are you saying if I was the owner of their team or the coach of their team, would I keep them?
Yeah.
So Jude Bellingham in Real Madrid is a keep 100%. Now we have to go to the other team. Cole Palmer, Chelsea, rip up that contract, scammer, and I knew it. I called it last season. Okay. Now what the other things you had to do? Loan.
There's loan, there's bench, there's sell.
Bench, okay.
There's loan, bench, sell.
You say
so
sell?
you did
Okay, I don't
Yeah,
rip up
you
and
did.
keep. So
And
I'll be
keep.
honest
So
with you
you
that
have
Bellingham is a keep because I'm Bellingham's #1 fan. So I think other players maybe they are stronger for their team to where you need to keep them. But you're talking to a
okay.
biased fan of Bellingham. So for sell, I want a Bayern to sell Musiala and sell him to us. Sell it to Arsenal.
That's
So yes, it doesn't benefit them, but selling we need him. So that's the sell. Then
So you have
Pedri,
loan and bench.
I have loan and bench. Hey God.
So you are left with Pedri and
And
Florian Wirtz.
we have to bench because Pedri's not going anywhere. We bench him.
Uh-huh.
Just because I have nothing else to do with him. I can't send him out of the team. We're going to bench Pedri. Let him rest small because he's also overplayed in that team. And then what's the last person? Florian Wirtz is for Leverkusen. Can loan him. Also loan him to us. We need
Not
him.
bad. Not bad. Not bad.
What will you do?
Me? Oh wow, man! I keep Pedri.
You keep
number
Pedri
one.
forever. I got it.
Pedri, nah, please. I am torn between this. I will bench Florian Wirtz.
Okay.
I would loan Jude Bellingham. I will sell Musiala. And I will burn up Kopama's contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Those
good.
are
I like it. And the truth is, like, sometimes selling is not negative because you can bring in money.
yeah.
So if the player is valuable enough, maybe selling
No. It's not. Don't look at the players' club. Look at you as a.
Yes. I got you.
This is me. I have this 5 people. I don't care about other people based on talent, quality, style, everything.
Then absolutely,
So
my
that's
team
actually-
is the same. Yes.
What is
I'll
your
keep-
deal with Jude Bellingham?
I love Jude Bellingham. He's also a future captain. Actually, he won't be captain. They'll never give him captain. For real.
He's not a captain for us, Nasha. But
No.
all right, no problem, man. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. See you next time. Bye, guys.
You too. Have a great day. Have a great day, everyone.
You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is your steady thing will beat your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is your steady thing will meet your football needs. Banter from rivalries.